As I think about Heather Hughes in the studios talking so much about how many people we've been able to help over the years, I'll have to admit, one of the things I enjoy most about my work is meeting new people. I guess you could say it is one of those things in life that brings me the most joy, and that's us spreading the word about the worry-free retirement and, of course, our live well, die broke philosophy on life, and then looking forward to meeting complete strangers who respond to this TV show or our advertising, who wish to sit down with me in person to discuss their personal situation. To be quite frank, for me personally, that first meeting is always the most special as I ask them questions about themselves and what helped them decide to contact us in the first place. Of course, many times they're wanting to talk to us about their most valuable asset, which is usually their 401k plan or other retirement accounts. Now, on one particular day, after meeting with several new prospective folks, a gentleman a few years older than myself arrived for his appointment, began sharing with me how he enjoyed watching the show each week, and he said the following: "Well, after your show, one reason I decided to meet with you is the fact that you're a Christian." To which I responded, "Yes, I am. Are you as well?" To which he said, "Yes, I am. But to be quite frank, I sure hope God is grading on the curve." I laughed at his assessment of his faith and said, "That was a good one. I've never heard that before." Yet I responded to him, when it comes to our faith and measuring up to the holy standards of God, aren't we all kind of working on the curve, so to speak? Job 13:23 addresses this when he says, "How many wrongs and sins have I committed?" Well, I don't know about you, but if I ask God the same question, all I know is thank God that he does, in fact, as my newfound friend says, grade my faith on a curve. But isn't that the whole point of the Christian faith and trusting in the saving grace of Jesus Christ? Isn't the reason Christ came to earth in the first place was to save us from ourselves and, yes, prove to us that God is grading all of mankind on a curve? Of this magnificent verse of Scripture in Job, the great writer and theologian Charles Spurgeon says the following: "No human mind can adequately estimate the infinite value of the divine sacrifice that Jesus made for mankind. For as great as the sins of God's people is, the atonement which takes them away is immeasurably greater." It's a wonderful reminder that no matter how much you and I have sinned, no matter how much we think we've displeased God, he truly does grade our faith on a curve. And that, my friend, is some good news you can take to the bank. Well, how about the grade you're giving yourself when it comes to your money and how well you've saved and planned for your retirement, and more importantly, the person you've trusted to handle your money in retirement? Well, if you're like most savers that I meet, you're worried sick about your retirement right now, especially if you happen to have all your money in the stock market as we record this show in July of 2022. That's probably why you need a true retirement specialist in your corner. Someone that can provide you a written game plan, sit down with you personally and even your family to monitor that game plan to make sure it continually meets your expectations and, yes, the changes you're going to have in retirement. Well, if that's you, if you feel like you don't have a game plan, you don't have an advisor that truly understands this fifth step of our process called Monitor Your Progress, we need to talk. My name is Tony Walker, and for more than 38 years, I've been helping savers worry less about money, and I'd like the opportunity to speak to you in person. To do so, all you do is log on to TonyWalkerFinancial.com. And once there, you're going to click on that Let's Get Started button. Now, that information is confidentially sent to our offices in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We do not share your information with outsiders. And what we're going to do, we're going to set up a free 10-minute fiduciary phone call. And after that phone call, if it warrants, I will personally meet with you, that's right, the owner of the company, to discuss your situation and provide you a free written assessment. Again, it's absolutely free, no cost or obligation. You're going to see our proprietary software and why so many people are trusting Tony Walker Financial with their retirement. So again, log on to TonyWalkerFinancial.com, or if the internet's not convenient, just call the toll-free number on your screen. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week. Remember, we're going to have fiduciary Heather Hughes back on, and boy, we're going to share some important information that you need to understand if you're retired or retiring soon, and the difference between this down stock market and prior down stock markets, and why it's so important that you work with a retirement planning specialist. But you remember, between now and then, if all else fails, you be worry-free and make it a good one.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips. And be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.